Neither is hugging the brother of your child at court. And the judge, you can see how everything is stacked against so-called black and Hispanic man. Even in court, the judge allowed the man to hug the little white girl that killed her brother. Why would you want to hug that devil that killed your brother? Right? The CO that was in that courtroom was stroking the white girl's doggy stringy hair. And that sister got the best hair in the world. But she wanted to stroke that doggy stringy hair of that woman that killed her brother. She killed her brother in cold blood, went in his house and killed her brother in cold blood. Right? Because Christianity has taught our men to be faggots, effeminate, and soft. But when you come back into this truth, and you realize that the Messiah was not no soft faggot, when you realize that, you brother, you an Israelite, and you need to come hear this word. And when you realize that Christ went into the temple, he sat down and made a whip and went into the temple and started swinging on brothers up in there, all for the zeal of his Father which is in heaven. When you realize that Christ wasn't soft, like this image that they give us is soft, Joel Osteen speaking soft, just let me go on. That's why I just so bad. Go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? They're going along with, you know what I'm saying, like how they persecute our people and all that, you know what I'm saying? This book of Deuteronomy chapter 32 verse 35.
Bring it up.
To me belongeth vengeance and recompense. Their foot shall slide in due time, for the day of their calamity is at hand, and the things that shall come upon them make haste. Right? Like we was going into, man, all these plagues, you know what I'm saying, how the society is falling. You know what I'm saying, due to the coronavirus, you know what I'm saying, they saying it's a economic downfall.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So they foot sliding right now, man. Then you got these plays that's coming, right? You got Alabama, like this like for the second week in a row, like places in Alabama it got flood warnings and flood watches.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? People's crops being flooded out. They can't make the money and reproduce their crops like they used to, man. You know what I'm saying? Because in places where it wasn't getting so much rain, now it's over flooding with rain, and now it's washing their seeds and their crops out. So they foot sliding already. The only thing we gotta do is sit back and keep the law, statutes, and commandments,
That's right.
and wait on the kingdom, man.
That's
Because
right.
it's here. You know what I'm saying? We just gotta endure to the end. We can't be too hasty. You know what I'm saying? And we always gotta remember, you know what I'm saying, that the Lord got us. You know what I'm saying? We just sit back, keep on doing what we was doing, keep these laws, statutes, and commandments, keep on coming out and edifying the people. And we're going to reap our reward, man. We're going to get the kingdom, man, in due time, because the time is now, man. The time is here.
That's
you know,
right.
each day that we live on this earth, we get closer and closer to the downfall of this devil,
That's
man.
right.
That's right. And you can't love everybody. I know your mama taught you to love everybody. But when you love everybody, you do it at the expense of your own people. I never seen one nation of people learn generation after generation to hate their own people and love the other people more than they love their own
That's
people.
right.
We ain't telling you to go out and kill and murder nobody, but the love that you give to these other nations that's due to your brother, give it back to your brother.
That's right.
When you gotta go help somebody, when you see a bum on the street, that's your brother, help him out. Because you're gonna see 3 more bums and you're gonna give them all your money, and by the time your brother come up there, you done gave all your money to some heathen bums when you could have helped out your brother. Right? So all we telling you is to love your people first. And come back to the law, statutes, commandments. And stop giving our promise and inheritance to these other nations.
That's right. And so like you're going into, because you look at all the so-called races that's on the face of this earth today. You look at the Chinese, so-called Chinese. You look at the so-called white men, the so-called Arab, the so-called Africans. All those nations only care about their people, man. They don't give a damn about no other nation, man. We the only nation that wanna love everybody and put every other nation or race above us, man. every other nation on this earth, they want to be the top nation on this damn earth, man. And they don't care who's going to be the bottom. They just want to make sure they the top nation. They want to make sure that they got all the glory and all the, you know what I'm saying, the everything that comes along with being that top race on the face of this earth, except our people, man. And like he said, Christianity is spiritual crack. It's the one that destroyed our people's mind and making us think we supposed to love everybody and then don't give a damn about the brother who look just like you, the same brother that's in the same struggle, in the same hood, going through the same damn curses you going through, man. You worried about the so-called white man, man. When so-called white man got you, when the Lord put them above us, you think they were worried about us, man? Hell no, they was enjoying every bit of it, man. They was enjoying having us in them cotton fields. They was enjoying being able to take our women and sleep with our women when they wanted to, man.
It's like it. You know, like the brother said, you know what I'm saying? Because every other nation of people understand the concept of power, you know, except for the black and Hispanic, man. We want power over each other.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? Like you look at the gangs in LA and shit. You know, they bang on each other, they kill each other all for power within themselves, within a small radius. You know what I'm saying? You battling for block. When the other nations they battle on a global
They
scale,
want the
man.
world.
Yeah,
That's
they battle on a global scale. Meanwhile, we battle over crumbs, we battle over little street blocks, and we battle over like little small things. When the other nations know the concept of power in war, man, they battle over the whole entire world. They battle over entire continents.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We don't even battle over a whole damn state.
Right.
You know, even the so-called white men on the lowest level with the biker gangs and shit, they battle over a whole state.
Right.
You know, our little gangs and our little cliques, we battle over a block or a corner. You know what I'm saying? Or who got the flies right, who got the most women. You know what I'm saying? That's peon. That's petty. You know, every other nation know understand the concept of power, man. But we don't.
Right.
We don't want power. We just want liberty to do whatever the hell we want to do. You know what I'm saying? And that's folly, right? Go ahead.
Yeah, Jeremiah chapter 2, verse 33. Why trimmest thou thy way to seek love? And that's what you Jakes doing, man. We telling you to come back to your heritage and love your people. But you don't want to do that so you can love these other nations. So you got a white woman or Asian woman or African heathen woman that don't want to keep the law, statutes, and commandments. The Most High told you in the book that if you follow these other nations, they would turn you away from following the Lord.
Right.
And since you love these other nations so much, they have turned you away from following the Most High in spirit and in truth. So why trimmest thou thy way to seek love? Therefore hast thou also taught the wicked ones thy way. It's a shame. Like everything, the excuse that the so-called white man make for shooting us down is, well, y'all shoot each other down. That don't even make. So we teaching them what they can do to us. It don't make no sense.
So like you were going into earlier when you said about how the woman, the white woman went into the brother's apartment and shot down the brother, then they was in court, you know what I'm saying, trying to hug the woman and stuff. If that would have happened in any other nation, you would have killed one of their people. You think they would have wanted to hug you? Look what happened when Iran leader got killed. You think they were talking about, man, well, just let that go. Let go hug Americans and just try to have some peace. Hell no, man. They were yelling destroy America. They wanted America dead. They know you killed one of our people, man. When it comes to you killing us, that's an attack, man. You know what I'm saying? Just like the so-called white man, he been attacking us ever since they came and got us, man. They declared war on our nation ever since they stole us from where we were dwelling at the time in the west coast of Africa and brought us over here. They declared war on us. But what we do, man? We sit around, we done got okay with it, man. We done got okay with a nation being able to shoot us and gun us down at will, man. We just sit back and we're like, well, shit, I ain't know. Man, we shouldn't have that mentality, man. Because they do it to you, they'll do it. They did it to them, they'll do it to you. Or somebody you know or somebody you love could be the next one they do it to, man. And the white man know that, man. They know they destroyed us as a nation, man. They know we instead of looking at them as enemies, we look at each other as enemies,
That's
man.
right. That's right. And just like he said, man, we hate each other. We hate our own people. We used to be tender among each other. We can't have a nation unless we got love. We can't have nothing until we love each other
That's
first.
right.
But you taking that love that you supposed to give your brother and you just give it away, right? The Most High don't want you to be stupid. Christianity done made us so stupid that we would prefer forgiveness over justice,
Right.
right? But y'all don't even understand the concept of forgiving somebody. Like I said, I said this before. They don't want your forgiveness. You giving people your forgiveness that don't want it. But your brother that wants your forgiveness, you stay mad at him and hold a grudge for 20 and 30 years.
Right.
Right? Your brother that's really genuinely sorry and came and asked you to forgive him, you still hate him. But the people that shot your son down and stand up in that courthouse 3 days later and tell you they don't want your forgiveness, and the first thing out your black ass mouth is I forgive. Because you don't understand justice. Our people don't want justice. We want to forgive everybody. But it's time to start wanting justice. It's time. It's a time for everything. It's time to get justice.
That's right.
Lucky. Hey, they ain't gotta want it, cause it's gonna come anyway, man. And men like us, we sit, man, and we gonna rejoice in that day, man. Because the thing about it is, okay, for somebody to do that to you, like I said, that. Hey, you declare war on our people, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? But what we do, you know what I'm saying? We sit back and we want to forgive. You know what I'm saying? But brothers like us, you know, we consider radicals or we consider controversial because we speak out and say, the hell with these nations, man. The hell with the so-called white man, man. They don't give a damn about us. We don't give a damn about them. You know, we looked at as outcasts. Why? Because we understand the concept of war.
That's right.
You know, we understand the concept of revenge. We understand the power of our God. We understand the mind of our God, Most High Yahweh.
That's
because
right.
He is a man of war. He is a man of vengeance, man.
That's right.
You know, the Most High, even though you want to forgive them, the Most High ain't gonna forgive them, man.
He don't want to forgive them.
Because we are the apple of His eye, man. So guess what? He said, whosoever touched the apple of my eye, man. So guess what? All these nations have touched us. You know what I'm saying? And brought us into captivity and did things to us that weren't permitted by the Most High God. So guess what? The same thing gonna come on to them, man.
That's right.
That's right.
And whether you like it or not.
That's right. So like before you bring that out, man, like you said, man, we the only people that the so-called white man know he can do that to over here too, man. I guarantee you, we got all nations in
All
America.
nations here.
We got all nations here. That's why I call it the great melting
pot,
pot,
yeah.
right? We got Chinese here, we got Arabs here, we got Africans. But who is getting shot down in the street by the police, man? Nobody but the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. I guarantee you, if you kill let two Chinese people get killed by the government and they were unarmed and innocent and wasn't doing it, you think them people over there in China would let that shit ride? Hell no, man.
But hey, like a week or two later after they had killed the Iranian general, and then Iran shot up those two air bases over there. They seen the Iranian student at the border at some border, and they just held him. You know what I'm saying? For I forgot how many hours. They didn't arrest him. They didn't kill him or none of that. But why? Why not? These people just killed. How many they say? Over 80-some people in Iran. He's an Iranian. Why not kill him in revenge? Because you know why? They were gonna spark an uproar over there, and there was gonna be more Americans die over there. But see, they know the black, Hispanic, and Native American. We ain't gonna do a damn thing, man. For one, the scriptures tell us we ain't got no power in our hands, man.
That's right.
And two, we just weak-hearted, man.
Right.
We feeble, man. You know, and these nations know that.
Right.
You know, we don't do nothing to declare no type of war taxes on no nation. But guess what? We always get shot down.
Right.
We always get mistreated. Why is that, man? Because our men are weak and effeminate, like the brother said. You know what I'm saying? They in the Christian church clapping and crying and you know what I'm saying? So-called speaking in tongues, claiming they got the Holy Spirit. Meanwhile, they week by week they getting more and more effeminate, man.
Right.
And they can't stand up for their household and their family, man. Somebody come kick a Christian door down to this day. He gonna scream. He gonna hold his family and get shot to damn death. And he call that protecting his household, man. to die with his family. That's called protecting his family.
Right.
The hell with that, man. Hey, it's gonna be either me or you. You keep mine down, I'm prepared.
That's right.
You know,
It's
whether you black or white. You know what I'm saying?
It's a like you. The only thing our people will do if we try to come together, we just gonna march. We gonna march that day. March we may march that weekend. Then after that, man, that come following week, you ain't thinking about that situation no more. You worried about sports now. Or you worried about the next holiday that's coming up. You ain't thinking about what just happened, man. That's why the white man, when they see us march, man, they sit back and laugh at us, man. Cause they know we a nation void of understanding. They know we don't know who the hell we is, man. So they know we gonna continue to be in sin. They gonna continue to rule over us, and then 2 weeks later they gonna shoot down another one of us, and we ain't gonna do a damn thing about it, man.
That's right. Jeremiah chapter 11, verse 3. And say unto them, Thus saith the Lord God of Israel, Cursed be the man that obeyeth not the words of this covenant. And like we brought out earlier, man, to this day, we are cursed because we broke the covenant, which I commanded your fathers in the day that I brought them forth out of the land of Egypt. And America is the new spiritual Egypt.
That's right.
Right? And this spiritual Egypt, they call America the melting pot, right? But what the Most High call it? From the iron furnace, right? Which I have commanded your fathers in the day that I brought them forth out of the land of Egypt, from the iron furnace, saying, Obey my voice. So America's melting pot is really, for our people, for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, is an iron furnace.
Right.
And we just don't want to get right with the Most High. But he's calling us, and we out here to call you back to the Most High.
That's right.
Ecclesiasticus 25 and 7. Go back to what the brother was bringing out earlier, right? There be 9 things which I have judged in my heart to be happy, and the 10th I will utter with my tongue. A man that have joy of his children, and all of us got kids, and the joy of our children is one of the most precious things that the Most High gave us, a real blessing. And a man, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemies.
That's right.
And that's what we pray for, that the Most High deliver us out of this place, and that we get to see the fall of our enemies.
Right.
I don't want my grandkids I want to be there. I don't want just them to see it. I want to see it. Because I'm the one that's going through this with you crap.
That's right.
That's right.
Right? It ain't you walking home from school and you in the 3rd grade and some old dried up white woman call you nigga. We the ones going through this. Right? We want to see the fall of our enemies.
That's right.
We want to see it. And Most High willing, we will. But if he don't, maybe in that resurrection, I'll be in a position where I can say that same old lady, she could be my handmaid.
Right.
That's right.
It's a like it. Even though we ain't seeing it on a major scale right now, we are seeing, you know what I'm saying, the start of the downfall of
That's
this
right.
ass kingdom, man. Like the brother going into earlier, economically, we
Right.
seeing the downfall of this kingdom, man. So Lord willing, we in that time, man. Cause the way things are going, you know what I'm saying, it look like we here, man. You got World War III getting started, man. You got, you know what I'm saying, like we said, pestilence all over, man. So, you know what I'm saying, the Lord said those were going to be the things that's going on in the last days. Now, we don't know if it's going to happen this year, if it's going to happen next year, but we do know that, you know what I'm saying, it is going to happen, man. The Lord said he declared the end from the beginning, and he told us to measure the time. So
That's
how
right.
you measure the time? You measure the time with the scriptures, man. Go into the scriptures and you go into the prophecy to see what the Lord said that was going to be going on during the last day. And you look around you, man, everything that the Lord said was going to happen in the last time before his second coming, it is happening, man. You know what I'm saying? So we seeing the downfall of our enemies, not, you know what I'm saying, little bit by little bit, man. And not just the so-called white man, you know what I'm saying, all the nations, man, all the nations outside of Israel are our enemies, man. You see the downfall of Moab. Well, what we going into? The coronavirus. The Lord is plaguing Moab like that, man. So I think that when I seen that, bro, I got excited. I prayed to the Lord. Thank you, man. The Lord is straight judging them Chinese people.
That's right.
Why? Because they prideful too, man.
That's right.
They prideful just like the so-called white man.
And you niggas probably gonna have an eating a bat challenge next. Y'all standing y'all damn rooms up in the middle of the kitchen.
And
They was doing that before. They stood up in before, and they'll stand up after.
Oh yeah. It's so many of them Moabites that got it The hospitals are filled, man. They had to start escorting people out. They had to start kicking people out because they have no room to treat everybody.
Yeah.
But this the point. How can you treat something that you say you have no cure for? The media is deceptive. What? Okay, either you got a cure for it or you don't. If you don't, then why people fighting to go to the hospital when they know it ain't no cure?
Right.
Hamite ain't got it no more.
You know, so what is what? I don't understand. You know, this coronavirus thing, man.
I'm finna go in this the book of Isaiah, 'cause they're going into, you know what I'm saying, by the Lord, you know what I'm saying, bringing judgment on the Moabite.
That's
This is
right.
the book of Isaiah, chapter 16, start at verse 6. We have heard the pride of Moab. He is very proud, even of his haughtiness, and his pride and his wrath, but his lies should not be so. We know those Chinese over there, man, hey, it ain't too much more of another nation that's more prideful than them, man. You know what I'm saying? They feel like they got one of the best military on the earth, man. They feel like they can't be stopped. They feel like they the smartest people on this earth, man. And even a couple of years ago, they had a commercial, you know what I'm saying, where they was marketing the so-called black man, you know what I'm saying, a black man, was trying to talk to this damn Moabite Chinese woman, man, and then she was running from whatever, then she put him in the washing machine and he turned into a so-called Chinese man, you know what I'm saying? That's them marketing us, man. That's the pride of Moab. That's why the Lord is bringing judgment on that damn place now, man. You go into videos and look what's going on over there, man. It's like a lot of those Chinese towns over there looking like ghost towns, man, because of the quarantine that's going on over there. And it say, verse 7, therefore shall Moab howl for Moab. That's what's going on now, man. Moab howling, man. They over there, everybody walking around with the damn little mask on their face, man. They crying out. They don't know what the hell going on. But we know, we in the truth. We know what the hell going on, man. We know the Lord is judging your ass, man. He gonna continue to judge you, man. So he judge all these nations and finally destroy all y'all and put the rightful owners of this earth back on top.
That's right.
That's right. Second Ezra, chapter 16, verse 1. Woe be unto thee, Babylon, and Asia. Woe be unto thee, Egypt and Syria. Gird up yourselves with cloths of sack and hair. Bewail your children, and be sorry, for your destruction is at hand.
That's right.
A sword is sent upon you, and who may turn it
Man,
back?
these scriptures are beautiful.
A fire is sent among you, and who may quench it? Plagues are sent unto you, and what is he that may drive them away? So the Most High, he ain't playing, man. He said, woe unto you. Woe unto you, Egypt. Woe unto you, Assyria. Woe unto you, Asia. And the Most High sending these plagues to you, because y'all, you over there doing what you want to do, eating bats, for God's sake. You eating. You having to bite the head off a mouse challenge. They even had the Ip Man biting the head off a mouse. Hey, you ain't see the one with Ip Man put a live mouse and bit the head off and ate it. Like, they crazy, man. So, but the Most High gave you Israelites a dietary law for a reason. He separated you from that foolishness for a reason.
Right.
But you want to follow that folly. You want to eat rat, cat, goat, dog. Every time you go into Huna's Chinese shop, man, they ain't selling you no chicken. Ain't no straight cats or dogs over there. I ain't never seen a damn Chinese restaurant with no stray animals outside of it. No.
This is the book of Baruch, chapter 4, verse 18.
Bring it out.
For he that brought these plagues upon you will deliver you from the hands of your enemies. That's what's going on, man, because the Lord the one brought these plagues upon us, man. Why? Because we went off. Because we wanted because we envied the other nations. We wanted to follow behind them and their guides. So the Lord put these curses upon us, man. But he said he that brought these plagues upon us will deliver us, man. The Lord is getting ready to make a great deliverance amongst his people, man, amongst the hopefully elect, man. And we'll jump to verse 24. Like as snow, like as now the neighbors of Zion have seen your captivity. Why? Because all these other nations seeing our captivity, man. All these other nations seeing us in chains. All these other nations had us in chains, man. They had us, you know what I'm saying, building up their kingdom. So it says, so shall they see shortly your salvation from our God, which shall come upon you with great glory and brightness of the everlasting. Verse 25, my children, suffer patiently the
That's
wrath
right.
that is come upon you from God, for thy enemy have persecuted thee, but shortly thou shalt see his destruction, and shall tread upon his neck.
And that's what make that so beautiful, man. That's what we started off talking
That's
about,
right.
man.
That's right.
The Most High is gonna save His children from the hand of their enemies, right? And that's it. That's beautiful, right there. How that just all came back together,
right.
right? These nations are our enemies. We the ones that need saving. So for all y'all talking about salvation, first of all, the Christian church and twisted their definition of salvation. They talking about going to some fanciful place off in the sky, right? We ain't talking about that. We talking about getting rulership in our land and ruling this earth.
That's
and ruling
right.
these nations with a rod of iron. And that's what we're trying to tell y'all. Y'all need to come back to the law, statutes, commandments of the Most High God so y'all can get out of these hellish conditions we in, that we placed in by these other nations. Like all these other nations come over to America and get loans and open businesses. We've been over at this place for 400 years.
That's right.
401 years. And we can't get a loan to save our life.
That's
We
right.
started off behind. It's the disparity is so great that it's mind-boggling. And even when we 60 years out of slavery, when we had our own communities and they were thriving, these wicked devils bombed. They bombed us back to the Stone Age. And we still chose to assimilate with these people in the 60s.
That's right.
Right? So it was a great era by our ancestors, the generations before us, for them to assimilate us with these wicked people. And now we are reaping the repercussions of that mistake that our fathers and mothers made and our grandparents made, right? To assimilate with this devil and just bring death upon our children.
And like you were saying, man, that was the so-called white man put in our mind. He made us think, look, man, while they having their heaven on earth, they enjoying all the benefits what comes along with this place. They tell us we gotta be good servants of them. Then we die, we go to heaven and serve them again, man. No, man, heaven is gonna be established on earth, man. This the book of Revelation, chapter 5, verse 10, and have made us unto our God kings and priests.
That's
and,
right.
And that's what the Lord is doing now, man. The Lord is raising up men that's going to be kings and priests in the kingdom to come, man. Men of the nation of Israel, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. We not niggas, man. We more than gang bangers like the art we're going into earlier. We more than drug dealers, man. We more than damn basketball and football players, man. Entertaining the so-called white man. Man, we kings and priests on this damn earth, man. And we getting ready to, and the Lord putting that spirit back in men to this day, man, raising us up to get back into that way of thinking, man.
That's right.
And it said, and we shall reign on earth, and that's what we're gonna reign at, man. That's what's gonna be our rulership. That's what's gonna be heaven, man. Cause that's what heaven is. Heaven is rulership. Heaven is having authority and power, man. And it's gonna be on earth, man. Cause right now we in the white man. The white man is in his heaven, man. He's in rulership. He's in power. He dictates what goes on in the world, man. That's why nothing but wickedness and folly is being pushed out there. Why? Cause the wicked is in power, man. But when the righteous is back in power on the earth, we're gonna establish and dictate, you know what I'm saying, the law, statute, and commandments of the Most High, man. And we're gonna rule on earth, man.
That's right. Revelation chapter 2, verse 25. But that which ye have already, hold fast till I come. And this going into us coming back to the law, statutes, and commandments in the faith of Christ.
Right.
And holding on fast to it until he sent his son down here to get us out of these conditions. And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations. So we ain't gonna be up in the sky nowhere having power over these nations, man. We're gonna be on this earth having power over these nations.
That's right.
We're gonna be the kings and priests of this planet.
That's
and we're
right.
gonna rule these nations with a rod of iron under our king, Hamashiach Yahushua.
That's right.
Verse 23.
And so, like, if I can say something on that right there kills equality right there too, man. 'Cause what in the kingdom, it was never no such thing as equality, man. It was one nation on top and other nations up under them, man. It's gonna be the same way when the kingdom of heaven come, man. The nation of Israel is gonna be on top, and the other nations are gonna be in subjection to them, man. Just
That's
like
right.
the scripture just say, He's gonna give those who overcome and hold fast to these laws, statutes, commandments, and faith. He's gonna give them power over all the other nations.
That's right. So don't be worried. We ain't saying that it ain't gonna be no Gentiles in the kingdom, but we gonna have power over these
That's
nations.
right.
That's all we trying to get across to you. Just like y'all, this y'all kingdom, the next one is ours.
That's
What we
right.
got next in verse 27, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron, as the vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers, even as I have received of my father. So the Most High ain't playing, man, with you, Israel. If y'all want to have rulership in the kingdom, you need to return back to the Most High law, statutes, and commandments, and the faith of His Son Christ. You got anything else? You got anything else?